What's going on, guys? Steelers beat the Ratbirds in the Ratbird Stadium, 26-9.
Damn fucking straight, man. We finally beat the Ravens in Baltimore. Good win today, man.
We haven't beaten the Ravens in Baltimore since 2012.
Yeah, so it was great to finally beat the Ravens in Baltimore. You know,
I do believe this is Big Ben's first win in Baltimore since 2010.
I believe you are correct, but you know, good win, man. You know, we finally beat the Ravens.
Very good team performance.
Yeah, you know, we finally beat the Ravens in Baltimore. Something, you know, we haven't done in a while. Something Steelers fans have been craving, and we finally beat them, and we beat them with a good performance.
Very good
honestly,
performance.
I thought this game was going to be much closer. I didn't think we were going to beat them by more than 2 touchdowns. You know, I didn't think, you know, I didn't expect this.
I don't think a lot of people did.
You know, I expected a much closer game. I expected more from the Ravens, but I'll take it. It's a good win, good performance. So let's just get right into the game. You know, let's start with the offense.
They played pretty good.
Offense played very good, man.
They played pretty good.
You know, Le'Veon Bell, man.
Like he's perhaps player of the game.
Yeah, he had a fantastic game.
I believe he had almost 200 total yards.
Of offense.
Yeah, right. And
he had almost I think 150 yards of offense. You know, he had a hell of a game.
They really, oh heck yeah. He had 2 rushing touchdowns.
He had like 190 yards of total offense. Like you said, 2 touchdowns, including the game sealer. He put us on the board.
Very good rushing and receiving.
Yeah, but you know, fantastic game by Bell, man. It was great to finally see him have a big game because he's been saying, "Give it time. My big play's coming. My big game's coming." So it was finally today, and it was in a good win, and against a divisional rival when it was much needed.
Exactly.
So fantastic performance by Bell, man.
It's very great to see the Steelers finally utilizing the rushing game. Some that they haven't been doing throughout the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, and in our preview video, we talked about establishing a running game and establishing it early, and that's exactly what we did. And that kind of set the tone for our offense. You know, that really helped our offense early. That helped us get on the board early. So great performance by Bell. Great performance by the running game. Connor got some reps in there as well.
Yeah, Troy Watson was in there a couple times.
Yeah, so rushing game played really well. As for the receivers, could have done better.
I mean, Brown didn't really show up. Perhaps our best receiver or receivers basically were perhaps maybe Juju Smith-Schuster and Martavis Bryant.
Yeah, Juju had a hell of a game, man. He started in place for Eli Rogers, who was inactive. He had a very good performance, man. Almost 50 yards, including a touchdown before, or in the second quarter. But
Martavis Bryant did real good too. He actually caught 2 good passes. That
kind of set up, I think, a Le'Veon Bell touchdown.
I believe so.
So you know, offense played much better, man. But the thing is, in the second half,
it's like what's going on? What the heck happened?
It was a total. It's like it looked like a total different offense, a total different team. Like play calling was bad. You know, didn't really make a lot of sense.
They didn't go down the field.
Players didn't really make a lot of plays like they did in the first half. Like it was weird. It was weird.
It was like bizarre. Like what the heck's going on? Like you guys should be going down the field. You guys should be putting some points on the board.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, I also want to talk about points on the board, you know. I mean, we usually have good drives to go down the field. Like, I believe it was the first drive of the game. We had a nice, long drive that put us in field goal range. Could have been a touchdown.
Right.
But we settled for field goal. That's kind of been the main problem for our offense. You know, having nice drives, but resulting in field goals.
Like we had to get into the end zone.
Exactly, we have to get into the end zone because those 3-4 extra points makes a huge difference.
I mean, of course, field goals can definitely help any team win the game. Like for example, the Steelers against the Chiefs in the divisional round.
Right.
But like this team, with the weapons that they have to get into the end zone.
You figure they would very often. I don't know what's going on.
It must be the play calling. Like they're not making the right play callings and they're not executing.
Probably.
They have to. They have to if we want to try to win more games.
Seriously, though, I mean, we have to get in the end zone more. And going back to that Chiefs game, you know, we had a lot of great drives to put us in field goal range, but we didn't get in the end zone. We have to get in the end zone more.
Absolutely,
that's been a main problem with our. I mean, we still won the game, you know, but getting more touchdowns obviously helps.
Absolutely, no question about it.
I mean, you know, I love Boswell. He's a fucking god, but you know, I'd rather get into the end zone more.
Definitely.
I think
definitely
you all agree.
Obviously more points.
But you know, one thing that really bugged me about this offense was the offensive line. Now,
like,
the offensive line had a good game. You know, they did good at protecting Ben. They made some holes for Bell.
They only allowed 1 sack on Big Ben. But the main thing about this offensive line throughout the past couple of weeks is the freaking penalties that they've been allowing.
Yeah, seriously. Like, they like, penalties were like, it's like Oprah, you know. You get a penalty. I get a penalty, you get like some shit like that.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But
like there was like holding, freaking false starts, and even unnecessary roughness penalties.
Yeah, like penalties really kill us. They kill honestly. They kill our offense. They can kill any offense. Offensive, offensive line penalties. You know, they hurt us. You know, they kind of hurt us. Put points on the board because there were times where we could get an easy third down conversion, but because of the penalties, we were like at 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20, 3rd and 25. That really struggled. That really. Hurt us at getting into the end zone.
It's ridiculous on how many freaking penalties that this offensive line is freaking like allowing.
Seriously
basically.
Though, it's like, at least decrease them. Of course, I love them to stop, but that's not gonna happen. At least decrease them. Because like I said, there were times we could get an early third down conversion or an early touchdown, but penalties killed that.
Yep.
You know, our offensive line really has to help that.
Or
really fix that. But other than that, offense played real good.
They did real good. It's just that sometimes they gotta make right. Well, most of the time they gotta make right play callings.
Yeah, they gotta do better.
They want to try to get into the end zone.
Yeah, Haley's got to do better at play calling, man.
And the offensive line's
Haley's confused me the past few games.
And the offensive line's got to stop with these penalties.
Yeah. Well, overall, offense had a great game. Receivers did pretty good. Could have done better, but thank God for Bell. He established.
He ran all over the Ravens defense.
Yeah, he had a hell of a run game. It's a good thing that he went off today, because if he didn't, I'm not even sure if we would walk out with a dub. But thank God he established a great run game.
Yep.
He established it early. Bell had a great game.
Yep.
Offense played real good. Let's keep it up, man.
Now
we have to.
Now the defense, man, like the defense played freaking tremendous. They played really great.
Yeah, they played great. Honestly, I'll go as far as saying they played fantastic.
Like,
they played real good. They got 4 sacks?
Yeah, 4 sacks. They got 2 interceptions. One by Ryan Shazier, which was a great read, by the way, and one by Mike Hilton, his first career interception.
Yeah, and speaking of Mike Hilton, dude, he had a hell of a game.
He made some good stops. He like I said, he had his first career interception. He even got a sack. Like, Mike Hilton is a very good corner blitzer.
Yeah, he really is.
He's very quick at getting to the quarterback.
He really is, and he's a good tackler as well. Like, he was good in coverage. He was good at applying pressure. Like you said, he got his first career sack, first career interception. He had a hell of a game. I really like what I'm seeing from Mike Hilton. Yep. We have a very good slot corner in the making.
He's basically what Senquez Golson should have been.
Exactly. He's what Senquez Golson should have been. He is playing like Senquez Golson. Like, you know how what the hell? You know how Senquez Golson is
he was a second
rounder. Mike Hilton is playing like that second rounder, and Senquez Golson is playing like an undrafted player, because
which Mike Hilton was.
Yeah. It's like they're swapping how they were drafted.
Exactly.
Or how they, you know what I mean.
Yeah, right. But I like what I'm seeing from Mike Hilton. Like, he's playing really tremendous.
He's having a hell of a game, man. I really like what I'm seeing from Hilton. I think we have a real good slot corner to make it, man.
It's possible.
You know, I really like what I'm seeing from them. But the defense, they did real good. You know, they were good in coverage. Could have been better because, you know, we kind of left some players wide open.
Yeah, like these corners, you know, they got to cover their guys.
Seriously,
they really do.
Like, they got to. And I saw some zone coverage. I mean, I don't mind zone coverage, but I want to see more man coverage because, you know, it's like as soon as we start playing zone is when the Ravens offense started to get going.
Yeah, because they detect our zone coverage.
Yeah.
They take the
advantage. Any offense can.
Basically, yeah, right.
Any offense can. Any fucking quarterback can.
I think we should do more man coverage, which we are doing, but like a lot more.
Yeah, but you know, defense played good. You know, rush defense could have been better. We allowed, you know, a good amount of rushing yards for the Ravens, but especially to Alex Collins, but
yeah, that 50-yard run that he did, like.
Yeah, but we still could have done better. We could be a little bit better in the run game, but they still did pretty good. They were also the defense was a little bit better with the tackles. You know, they finished some tackles. We didn't really finish a lot of tackles, but they were better than last week. And we were better in the run game than last week.
And our pass rush did good too. I believe Cameron Hayward actually had 2 sacks in this game.
Yeah, he had a real good performance as well. Our pass rush had a good game. We were good in coverage. We were good at finishing tackles. So overall, defense played great.
This whole team played great today.
We only allowed 9 points, not even 300 yards. You know, defense played great, man. I really like what I'm seeing from his defense. And like you said, the entire team played great.
Hopefully this defense can, keep it up.
Yeah, this entire team has to keep it up, man. Because we're going into Jacksonville at home next week. We're going back home into Jacksonville against a very tough, competitive, fast, physical, young, scary Jacksonville defense.
Absolutely.
I mean, they just lost to the Jets,
but still,
that helps us. But at the same time,
Jaguars defense is still pretty good.
Yeah,
and their offense ain't too bad either. But I don't think they're really anything without their top star, Allen Robinson.
Yeah, but then again, they were with them all season last year, and they were still shit.
True, but either way,
I don't know, but great performance overall by the offense or by the team today.
But overall, this team played very well against Baltimore.
Yeah, man, it was a great win against a divisional rival, especially against the Ravens, especially in their stadium. So great performance. Let's enjoy this win. Let's enjoy this victory. Let's enjoy this W. And
let's get ready for Jacksonville next week.
Let's get ready for a home game next week against Jacksonville, man. It's gonna be fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed the game. And Ravens, we'll see you week 14, man.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later. Peace.